So hello. I wanted to just play some more Ninja Gaiden Sigma. I haven't touched this game in a while, because I only want to play this when I'm streaming. And past few weeks, basically since the launch of 1.6 on Genshin Impact, I guess, it's just been a lot of Genshin stuff to do, and I like to do that stuff on stream too. So anyway, today I wanted to see if I can get through the rest of the game. The goal is just beat the game. I'm not sure how long that'll take me. I know I can do it. I think my skills are good enough that I can do it tonight. But yeah, I don't remember exactly what makes up the rest of the game. But I do know that basically the next thing I'm doing is the Awakened Alma boss fight. And then after that, there's a whole lot of uh, well, it's endgame after that basically, and it's a lot of more boss fights. So these samurai are actually the same samurai, I think, as at the very first, or the second level of the game, I guess. Oh shit, I got hit while charging my ultimate technique. Right, now that I have the true dragon sword, I can do what's probably the coolest looking ultimate technique in the game, which is this. Which I heard was bugged in the initial release of the Master Collection, but now it isn't. Updates. Now I do think the audio is actually a little loud, so I'm gonna like go back and save and reduce the volume a little bit. Let's see. I want to go back to the title screen. Unfortunately, the game doesn't let you save or like adjust the options while playing the game. It's really bad design. Just absolutely awful. One of the stupidest things you could ever imagine a game doing. Where you have to go back into the main menu in order to adjust settings like this, but what can you do? I think something like that would be good. Okay. So yeah, let's continue. I think the loading times are generally pretty good. Probably helps that I have a SSD. But that said, the game is largely not optimized for PC at all, so it has various issues, including some loading stuff. Right, are there enemies here? I do know that, and I didn't do this when I first came here at the beginning of the game. Basically, let me try to familiarize myself with the controls. Okay, what's this? Basically, if you hit one of these targets, yeah. If you hit these targets from behind that line with the bow, like you saw, then it gives you these orbs, which they're not much, but I guess they're something, eh? I think I've maxed out what I can. But there we go. So let's switch back to the shuriken. I think there's a Muramasa shop here. Yep, there is. Let me just go ahead and buy arrows to refill. I hate the fact that... You know what? It just occurs to me. There should be a mod in this game in the PC version to just give me infinite arrows. It's really dumb having a limited number of arrows and having that limit be as low as 15. It just serves no purpose in terms of gameplay balancing things. Yeah, it doesn't make the game any more fun to have to constantly reload, I guess, or find arrows whenever you have to use arrows. So let's see. So this is, of course, where I came from at the very, very beginning of the game. I don't know if there are any new things to discover here. It's been a while since I played this game, so I really don't remember much of it, and Ninja Gaiden Sigma in particular is one that I haven't played that many times. I think I only played it maybe once or twice, not that many. There, no. Yeah, so all of these things, these chests that I opened before are still opened. This is all the way back where I came from, and I can't possibly go back to the beginning because I slid down that area there. I'm just checking if there are any sort of collectibles at all that I might have missed here. I don't think so. Alright, let's go back here. Okay, so you can see that there's oh wait, I have the statue. I don't know how I got that. Yeah, I don't remember picking that up because I did that at the very beginning of the game and I assumed that I'd have to do it again, but maybe not. How many of those do I have? Okay, one more and I'll be able to extend my life bar again. Oh, nice. That I can use to increase the strength of one of my Ninpo techniques. So the Inazuma is already max level. After Inazuma, Inferno is the best one, but that's also already max level. Fire Wheels cannot be upgraded, which means, yeah, basically the Ice Storm's the only one that I can do, and I guess it'll help if I ever do use the ice one, but I don't see myself using it. Alright. So I believe we're getting very close to the... Okay, yeah. So we're gonna have to face this little mini-boss. But after that, I believe we're gonna be facing Awakened Alma. Camera. It'd be nice if the camera decided to cooperate. There we go, did some damage. I've mentioned this before, but it really does suck that when the enemy uses Izuna drop on you, then the Izuna drop itself does more damage than every other attack combined in the combo string that leads to the Izuna drop. Whereas if you do the Izuna drop on him, it does less damage than all of it combined. In fact, I think it does less damage than some of the other individual attacks. Yeah. When the enemy does the Izuna drop, yeah, that last chunk of HP that gets removed from you is, again, greater than every other attack combined in that combo string that leads up to the Izuna drop. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, not too bad. I get to pick up... Oh, okay. Now we can... I've maxed out... Well, not yet, but now, after this, I've maxed out all of my Ninpo. As high as they go. So yeah, we are getting towards endgame. Now, I believe some of these In hard difficulty anyway. I know in normal difficulty you don't run into ghostfish until somewhat later, but in hard difficulty, I believe some of these chests hold ghostfish, which is why I switched over to the Vigorian Flail, which makes it very easy to deal with the ghostfish. I will never not bitch about the ghostfish, by the way. They are awfully designed enemies. They're trivially easy to defeat once you figure them out, which means you might as well just put in a quick time event. They're just not fun to fight. And until you figure them out, they're frustrating as hell. So it's just the worst combination of anything that you can have in an enemy in a game of this type. They don't test your skills in the game at all. They just initially frustrate you, and then once you figure out the trick, it's just, oh, free orbs, yay. Which, speaking of QuickTime events, of course, those who've played Ninja Gaiden 3 know that Ninja Gaiden 3 is filled to the brim with QuickTime events. It's just one of the many reasons why that game was truly, truly one of the most awful games I've ever played. It's not bad for a... It is bad for a Ninja Gaiden game, that's for sure. But it's not just bad for a Ninja Gaiden game. It's just a bad game with a terrible story to boot. Oh shit. Okay, that works. But let me just switch weapons. Yeah, Dabilara, I think, is probably the best weapon to use. Okay. There we go. Now, the True Dragon Sword is, at this point, the best weapon in the game, I would argue. Oh, actually, I think I should have gone back and saved. Oh, no, there is a save spot here. Alright, here we go. This is, in my opinion, the toughest boss fight in the game. And not in a good way, it's just kind of not fun. But what can you do? The first Alma fight, in my opinion, is way more fun. Also a fairly tough fight, but not as tough as this. Alright, there's Rachel and there's Alma. Of course, they are twins. There's the ghost of Doku, who we killed not long ago, but I guess that doesn't have much meaning. I do enjoy this cutscene quite a bit. I think Alma does get the best cutscenes in the game. Also, that field is way bigger in the cutscene than it was in the game. And yeah, I love this transformation. I will give them the visual design for Alma. I like it. It's just bizarre and horrendous, right? Because initially the original Alma is good too. She's kind of quite attractive, I'll say, but also quite freaky. But this one is just straight up, like, very freaky. Okay. Oh, shit. See if I can get the timing for this proper. Okay, I've never figured out how to really properly beat this boss, I'll be honest. So I end up just using items. Just trade damage. Ah, shit. Yeah. What also sucks is how they make a lot of the bosses, including Alma, just outright reject your attacks. It's just terrible design. Okay. Have to use the iframes of the ultimate technique to survive that attack. Oh shit. Like that, right? There's absolutely no reason why that attack shouldn't have hit, other than the game just going, fuck you, you don't... Yeah, those don't count. Okay. Go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, how did I get hit by that? I thought I rolled away. Oh well, it's fine. Get some HP? No, not from that anyway. Okay. Ah, got hit there. Okay. So, the thing is, I just used Flying Swallow on her to knock her down, but it is wildly inconsistent, and doing a Flying Swallow does leave you quite vulnerable to her counter. Look at that. Okay, I wonder, can you actually knock her down using Nympho? Well, I do have plenty of Nympho. Why not use him? Ah, see. Ah, shit. I guess I can use the Nympho for iframes at some point. Offensively. Ah. Okay, there we go. Ah, shit. Alright. Alright, almost there. Oh, nice. Okay, I think this is it. There we go. Oh, hello Nat, thank you for coming by. Yeah, well, as you can see, I'm practicing for once I pull Sayu with the, and you know, I'll have to have good ninja skills if I want to make use of her, right? So yeah, I'm hoping to just beat the game today. Hope you've had a good Saturday. Mine's been pretty lazy if I'm being honest. I actually took a nap. It's been, yeah, just kind of not a great day in terms of the weather, so not, like, it's been rainy, not good to go outside. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited to try to get through this and beat it. Now, this cutscene is a little confusing if you don't quite understand what's going on, but basically it seems that Doku, the samurai, was trying to stab Rachel, but Alma got in the way, and she took the sword instead. But it's not very clear from the scene now, and you can see Alma transform back into her human form, and you can see they're twins, like she said. And poor Alma, that's the way she goes. Alright, that's not a bad set of points. I'll take it. Okay, so yeah, this is very, very close to endgame. This should be... Basically, I believe we got this level, and then essentially a boss rush level, and then the final boss. I'm hoping I can get through all that tonight. Let's see. Awakened Alma was, in my opinion, the toughest boss fight in the game, so we've gotten through that part. Oh, whoa! Interesting. So in the original Ninja Gaiden Black, I think, I think there were invisible walls around here to prevent you from going into these areas of the map with trees and structures and stuff. But it looks like in Sigma, you can just go all the way through. There are invisible walls here, so you can't go down to this little hole. Yeah, you eat too much tonight? Oh, yeah, what'd you eat? I probably ate a little too much tonight too, actually, but... Well, I'm hoping I can burn some of that off tomorrow. I had a cheeseburger and some jalapeno poppers. I have a real, I don't know, weakness to cheeseburgers. As well as the crisps. So I end up kinda eating them a little too much when I do. Is Alma, are Alma and Rachel still up there? Actually can't. Well, you can't climb these steps, unfortunately. Okay, so we're getting... I'm pretty sure these guys aren't actual enemies. Oh, no, no, they are. They're berserkers. Shit. Oh, okay, yeah. The technique that works in Ninja Gaiden Black doesn't work on these guys. The Ninja Gaiden Black, there was a pretty consistent way of dealing with them by jumping on their head and then attacking them when they were stunned. But in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, they kind of gave them instant recovery from the stun, so not sure what the best way to deal with these guys is. Turkish meal. Oh, kebab. Nice. Well, I mean, kebab's not bad, right? I think generally overeating meat isn't too bad, in my opinion. Yeah, it has been a while since the last one of these streams. I figured there isn't a whole lot to do in Genshin, and I did want to try to get through this game. And like I said, hopefully I can get through it tonight, and I can do Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 at some point in the coming weeks, but it'll also be like, I figure in the next couple weeks I'll spend a lot of time streaming Genshin Impact for Inazuma. Let's see. Increase defense. Kick. If I can... Oh shit, right, they have an explosion. Okay. Right. Well, if this is the case, my HP is very low, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Unlabored Flawlessness, because it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. If and when it connects. It's just these guys connecting with attacks against them is very tough. Ah, shit. Alright, I'm gonna restart this section, but I'm gonna have to get some more practice against these guys. Alright, and if it's the case that the my HP is back to full, then the Unlabored Flawlessness isn't gonna be helpful. I mean, it's still a good weapon, but in terms of damage, it falls off. Maybe using the... Oh, is it just one? Oh, or... I was assuming that these other... Okay, yeah, they are. Maybe just going with the true dragon sword is the way to go. Yeah, let me try this again with the true dragon sword. Yeah, it is annoying that the main technique that works against these guys from Ninja Gaiden Black no longer works in Ninja Gaiden Sigma. So, given that I didn't play Ninja Gaiden Sigma nearly as many times as Black, we're comparing like over a dozen times on Ninja Gaiden Black to only maybe twice at most on Ninja Gaiden Sigma. I don't have a good sense of how to deal with these guys. Even so, nice. 3 bosses today. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. And I'm looking forward to eventually playing that once I get that PS5. Just to really discover what the origin of the Souls like genre was like. At least you don't have to deal with more than one of these guys at a time. Yeah. It also sucks how they can just cancel their animation to dodge your attacks. Okay, got that. Yeah, I guess the true dragon sword might be the way to go. Yeah, with the Inazuma, definitely, because I would ideally like to stream as much of the exploration as possible, but I also know that that might not be very practical, just because exploration takes so long, and it's not something you can kind of really structure properly. I saw a video the other day showing definitive proof of how the original Street Fighter 2, the AI would actually cheat, right? They would pull off moves and have timings on frames, recoveries and stuff that are way faster than is possible when a player is controlling the game. And I'm realizing that maybe because, I'm not sure if it's because of this, but it doesn't seem like a coincidence. Team Ninja was most famous for Dead or Alive, a fighting game. The principles by which they designed the difficulty in this game seem to reflect that to an extent, where the enemies just don't follow the same rules as you and outright cheat when it comes to canceling animations, so that and responding to your attacks in speeds that are superhuman, and not just superhuman, but again outright impossible if even if the player were controlling the character. That a lot of it might have been from that their fighting game design principles carried over to this game. Alright, I'm gonna switch to the unlabored flawlessness. Yeah, do as I can. Yeah, I plan to. Okay. Might die from chip damage here. Yeah. At least I have plenty of yellow orbs. Let me switch the weapon. The last Dead or Alive game. Yeah, well, I know Dead or Alive 6 I think is the latest one, right? And I think that was very much a microtransaction focused game where you'd just be buying costumes. And maybe even characters? I don't know. I know that... Well, I don't know. Dead or Alive, I was never really that big into fighting games. I enjoyed Dead or Alive for what it's worth, but, you know, mainly just for playing around with friends. I never really got serious into fighting games ever. Most versus fighting games. Oh, is that right? I guess that makes sense. It's an easy way to monetize. But as somebody who's, yeah, again, who's never really been big into fighting games, can you actually go back out? I mainly enjoy them just for... Okay, yeah, it looks like it built these steps. Let's go back and save. For various characters, animations. I think Dead or Alive definitely did a good job with the character designs, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'm not really into the whole figuring out how to play them well. That said, I'm looking forward to Melty Blood. You were decent. Tekken long time. Yeah, Tekken was super fun when I used to play it more. I never got serious into it, but I guess I got decent enough at it among my friends, which is not a very high level, but figured out a lot of stuff. It was always fun. I think it was Tekken 2 or 3, where Paul had a move, and I think multiple characters have this kind of move, but Paul in particular had a move that could just outright kill you in one shot. And just using it on friends who didn't know about the move, and just seeing their reaction. I remember when I first got the PS2, Tekken Tag Tournament was one of the games that I got, and it was, yeah, spent a lot of time with it, playing with friends, and also the bowling minigame in Tekken Tag. That was pretty fun. It was actually not a super deep game, but it had a skill curve to that. It definitely had a skill curve, and the fact that different characters controlled so differently and had different abilities, or not abilities, but just quirks in how they played, meant that it was quite good. Oh, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Yeah, that's one I never played, actually. But I guess I played Tekken... The Tekken Tag, I think, came out a little after Tekken 3. Either that or around the same time. And I remember I played up to Tekken 4. I don't think I played Tekken 5 or Tekken Tag 2, Tekken 6. I also enjoyed Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur games were super fun. I liked the whole 8-way directional things, which was quite different from most other fighting games where it's kind of in a flat plane. Alright, so this guy... Let's just use the True Dragon Sword. Yeah, I remember I got a GameCube just for Soul Calibur 2 so that I could play it with Link. Okay. This is definitely my favorite ultimate technique in the game, which I now have access to because I got the True Dragon Sword. Oh shit. There we go. Unfortunately, it's actually not a very great ultimate technique for crowd control or anything because it really only hits one enemy a lot of times, and it's kind of overkill if I'm being honest. Because by the time you're doing like, you know, the 10th hit of that sequence, the enemy's already dead. But it looks hella cool. Okay. There we go. I also love how chests are kind of universal in video games. Right? Ninja Gaiden could not be further from a game like Genshin Impact. But they both have chests as like one of the main things that are in the environment that you open in order to get items and stuff. I don't know where it started. I know I imagine Zelda was probably one of the big influencers for that. I'm pretty sure the original Legend of Zelda had chests that you could open. for that. But it's like, how often do you see chests like that in real life anyway, right? Will I buy Multi-Blood? Yeah, I'm definitely buying Multi-Blood, even if I probably won't play it that much. I'm definitely gonna spend money for it just to support French Bread and Type Moon and everything, and let them know that there is still a market for that series of games. Just anything Tsukihime, I'm probably going to be willing to spend money on. That said, I won't spend money on the Tsukihime remake until it gets an English release or something like that. You will buy the Tsukihime remake? Oh, nice. Yeah, like I said, I don't see myself buying it until there's an English patch or something like that. But I think I would like to spend money on it, because I definitely did not spend any money on Tsukihime back when I actually read it. I pirated it just like everyone else. And I was also a lot younger and a lot poorer. Now I can afford to do that. And again, if it's Tsukihime related, I would like to show support. Let's see. So I remember this area is kind of a. Do we have a release date for NA version? I didn't even know they were gonna make an NA version. I didn't think that any of that was confirmed or even rumored. I just assumed Type Moon is like, haha, NA lol, who cares about English? That doesn't exist. That's what I assumed. But if they decide to make an official English release, I'm definitely buying it, and if they do a deluxe version or whatever, I'm paying for that. Like, yeah, I'd be happy enough to spend like $100 on a deluxe edition with whatever soundtrack or something. Even if that's a lot of money, it's again just I want to show Type Moon that Tsukihime fans exist, you guys. We care. We want you to keep making this stuff. I don't want the Tsukihime remake to only be stuck at Arcade and CL Road, even though I love them. I love the twins too. And I love Akiha. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, I guess. Okay, quick. There we go. It's beheaded and dead. Okay, good. Okay, life because I'm getting a lot of these. Huh? I mean, I know that I'd have to get at least what, another 6 more. So, and we're close to the end of the game, which means we don't. Yeah, I need to get 5 more, which means I'm expecting to get them at a pretty high pace. Oh shit, these guys. I do not like fighting them. Okay, got the ultimate technique off. Oh shit, come on. I ended up wasting those orbs. Let's get the HP back. I don't remember what the best way to handle these guys is, but the Davilaro should be okay. There's still no date except for Japan. Yeah, that's what I figured. Type Moon has never really been great about English support from what I can tell. Like, Fate Stay Night never got an English release, even when they released, a censored version for the PS2, I think. I think it was the PS2, yeah? With, Japanese voices, actual voice acting by the voice actors from the anime. Now, that was what, like 2005? No, I think it was a little later than that. 2008, in that range. So the like Japanese developer friendliness with localizing to English has come a long way since then. For instance, we have Fate Go, right? Which is, even though Type Moon is not the actual developer, it is a Type Moon product. And it has been localized into English and I think also Chinese, but I'm not sure. But it has an international release. So I thought maybe it's possible that they saw the success of Fate Go internationally and thought, hey, maybe that means we can also release our other products in English. But yeah. Well, Melty Blood, yeah, I mean, that's kind of an odd situation. I feel like maybe it's because it's a fighting game which has more appeal, more universal appeal anyway, than a visual novel. Right? Visual novels, for all, you know, as far along as visual novels have come in mainstream gamer appeal, it's still very much a niche product. Fighting games are still niche, of course, but they're way less niche than visual novels, from what I can tell. And I remember Melty Blood Actress Again, or something like that. But it had a Steam release like 5 years ago. I remember, maybe it was less than 5 years ago, but it was some time ago. They had a Steam release in English, and I made sure to buy it. Again, to support French Bread and Type Moon and let them know that there is a demand for Tsukihime products in English. Oh, the Jarcher drawing is by Sarcha? No, actually, I missed that. Yeah, I haven't been watching too many streams. Or, yeah, I haven't really watched streams today other than just a couple ones that I regularly follow. So, yeah, I think maybe in part because of that existing Steam success of Melty Blood, which I don't know how successful it was, but again, it did come out on Steam in English a few years ago, and I mean, it's still there. Anyone can buy it. In fact, I think it's on sale. I'm not sure if it's on sale on Steam, but I think I saw it on Steam on the Humble store. But anyway, I think maybe because of that, French Bread being the developers, maybe they could have insisted, hey, we want to make sure that this Melty Blood release also gets a English release, the new one. Also, there's a lot less text in a fighting game, too, right? Like, way less text. So, see, this is very much that Ninja Gaiden trolling style philosophy, right? I just faced a whole bunch of these ghost fish, and then I have to face more ghost fish in the chest. Okay. Oh, that's nice, Sarcher. Archer with the regular swimsuit. Cute. It's a good pose. Yeah, yesterday that VTuber that I showed you yesterday, Ina Molina, she well, she mainly streams Genshin Impact, but she spent some time doing art of her own, basically making a, what is it? She needed to make an emote for her subs because she had a poll in Discord for a new emote, and the one that ended up winning was Gasm, which I know there's a well-known Craygasm, right? Craygasm emote, and she went with Hinagasm, which was this, and I got to see her graded start to finish, which was it was pretty neat seeing the artwork, you know, going from nothing, right, blank, completely blank, to a full-on emote. Yeah, it's cute. She had a lot of trouble to she kept getting frustrated because it's like, what does a gasm emote even look like? There's so many ways you can go with that. But yeah, she ended up landing on that. But like I said, it's really neat seeing the art process go from a blank sheet essentially to all the way to the final colored image. See, so I believe we're close to the end of this maze area. Okay. One of the least fun areas, if I'm being honest, because most of the enemies, the vast majority of the enemies, are ghost fish, and they're just not fun to fight. But yeah, I can definitely see the appeal. Like I find it pretty appealing. Okay, I think what I might need to do is actually use Ninpo. Okay. Let's use the True Dragon Sword. So I do think generally against these guys, heavy weapons are better. And these big crab enemies are... they're okay when you fight them by themselves, I guess. They're still kind of annoying because you can't really stagger them. But when you fight against them with a lot of other enemies to help them out, then it becomes super annoying. I love the idea that that is enough to block Ryu from going through. It's like, Ryu's supposed to be a ninja. You'd think that he'd be able to get around that pretty well. I could get around that. And I'm not even a ninja. Oh shit, right, okay. I think with the ghost fish, I don't want to bother having to deal with them manually. Oh, right, he has a 2-hit combo that. Okay. Oh shit, alright, let's do this. The Musashi NP Spirit? Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of like her stand, huh? Oh no, okay. This is of course the dead version, the ghost version of the samurai I'd faced before. Shit. Okay. It's like, come on, I already killed you once. But to be fair, he killed me once at the beginning of the game, and I came back to life, so I guess it's only fair that I killed him, and now he's coming back from the dead to avenge himself. Ah, shit. Oh, god damn it. And being a ghost, he can detach his limbs, which is like, come on. That's so annoying. I hate that, see? There's seemingly no really good reason why I shouldn't be able to attack him when he's throwing his arm like that. He can't block me with his sword, but for whatever reason, the attack just goes right through. Well, the whatever reason being, fuck you, that's why, I guess. But still, it's not a good reason. Oh, shit. That one caught me on the back swing. Okay, there we go. So from now on, I believe Ryu's model becomes, yeah, demonic or fiendish, if we're using the game's terms. And I know that's kind of the running theme in the story of, well, maybe theme's not the right term, but it's a plot point that Ryu is supposed to be just a human who's trained a lot, right? He has no fiendish demonic abilities, no magical powers, other than just extreme training in this supernatural fantasy world that gives him this ability. Oh shit. Okay. To do ninpo and stuff. Whereas Rachel is supposed to be powerful because she has fiendish blood running in her, and that's why her twin sister, Alma, became that fiend that she is. So we have this thing going on where Ryu now, I think, I'm not sure exactly, but it seems like maybe it turns out Ryu might have fiendish blood that Doku, the samurai I just killed, is trying to awaken in me. In Ryu. 2 bosses was quite annoying. 2 gargoyles, huh? Oh, really? So it's one of those situations maybe where the enemy can't fall, but you can? Which, yeah, that's super annoying. What are the names of those 2? I feel like I've heard of bosses, like twin bosses in Demon Souls that were supposed to be annoying. The Life of the Gods. How many of those do I have now? I'm getting close to another upgrade. But maybe I'm thinking of Dark Souls. It's 3 more. I feel like there's a famous pair of bosses that you fight together at the same time that is supposed to be very difficult in one of the Souls games. Okay, let's use that. Ah, shit. To attack that guy with the ultimate technique. Oh, god damn it. That was a complete waste of the yellow essence orb. I'm gonna switch over to the True Dragon Sword. The True Dragon Sword is just way more powerful at this point. Oh, come on, that whiffed. There we go, Izuna drop. Okay. There we go. I think that'll kill him. Those. I wouldn't mind going to a shop. I know there's at least a shop somewhere around before the final boss rush. I guess it's not really a boss rush. There are a couple bosses you do have to face, but it's not really a boss rush per se. It's a tower that you have to go up with some bosses along the way, as well as some other challenges. Man-Eater, that's the name of the bosses? Okay. I guess I fought Fisher Gaiden. Yeah, I guess so. Also, I think I can fall down there. There's some areas in the game that has invisible walls and some that don't, but generally I think if it's possible to fall to your death, it's gonna let you. Oh, this is a guy from the Black Spider Clan. I don't think this cutscene was in the original Ninja Gaiden Black. I don't remember it. Yeah. Wait, is it only 2 days? Don't we have a few more? It's on the 20th, right? Oh, I guess you're on the 18th right now. I'm not yet. So I think they might have done this backwards, where this Black Spider Ninja design was this Black Spider Ninja enemy is in Ninja Gaiden 2, because their Black Spider Ninja clan is the main antagonist in Ninja Gaiden 2. But this character model, from what I recall, doesn't exist in the original Ninja Gaiden Black. So They might have kind of retrofitted that. This works. Fine. I'm pretty sure there aren't. These guys don't respawn that much. But yeah, I hope by tomorrow, because I plan to stream Genshin Impact tomorrow. I hope tomorrow we'll know we'll have official confirmation of which 4 stars are on Aika's banner, because if what you said is, or if the leak that you showed me is correct, where it's gonna be Changyun and Ningguang and Yanfei, then I would like to just go ahead and pull more on Kazuha's banner before. And maybe I'll definitely pull on Aika's banner until I hit soft pity. Maybe until I hit a 5-star, I'm not sure. I guess maybe not. Maybe not. Depending on the case, because it might be better to wait for Yoimiya's banners for the guaranteed. Yeah, I'll definitely go up to soft pity. Maybe not into, but maybe I'll go into 72 pulls on Aika's banner. That way I'll be ready to pull Yoimiya when Yoimiya's banner drops. But I don't care too much about getting more copies of Ningguang Yanfei or... Every day except the 2 point... Yeah, I guess so. Well, I won't be streaming on Monday. But... Because every week I do have stuff on Monday evenings, and this week I have stuff on Tuesday and Wednesday. Good thing is they're Frisbee games. We're actually having some Frisbee games on Tuesday and Wednesday too, just... Going forward the next few weeks, we're gonna have Frisbee games on Wednesdays. But I guess I'll be streaming on Thursday after Sunday, so that oh shit. How many rolls do I have? So I checked recently, and I have enough primos for something like 315 pulls, and I'm currently something like 30 pulls into pity, in that range. 31 pulls into pity, I think. Now, we're gonna get a whole lot more primos in 2.0, I know that for a fact. But ideally, I'd like to have enough primos for 360 pulls total. So we're getting close to 360 pulls total, in fact. I do love the design of this part here. Yeah, almost, well, or almost 4 soft pity. Or sorry, yeah, almost 5 soft pity, you're right. Almost 4 hard pity. Yeah, you're right. I only think of it in terms of hard pity, I guess, because I feel like you can always get fucked over. I love this design where you go down this and the gravity shifts. So you're going up this tower, but the tower itself is upside down. So you're going down into the depths. Yeah, so I figure I'll get a whole lot more pulls throughout 2.0. Not just from the events and whatever, but also just from exploring Inazuma, get opening chests and whatnot, right? So, depending on how many pulls I have saved total, I might spend enough to get both Ayaka and Yoimiya, or at least get another 5-star on both Ayaka and Yoimiya's banner. Yeah. I mean, the nice thing about Genshin is that there's a backstop, right? There's a guarantee. It's just that I still want to save up 360 pulls for the eventual Jean banner, which again, it looks like if it happens, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Maybe I should have gone back and gone to a shop, because I haven't been able to go to a shop after the Doku boss fight, and I'd like to replenish my potion elixirs and whatever. You're gonna save at least 90 for ball? Yeah, that's a good idea, right? Hopefully you can lose the 50-50 before, so that you'll have the guaranteed ball. So I believe I want to place... Actually, can I go back? I'm gonna try going back see if I can. Yeah, I also plan to make sure to watch all of the Inazuma cutscenes in Japanese. I think that only makes sense. Even though I do love all the languages, or at least I can tolerate English, and I like Chinese and Korean quite a bit. For Inazuma cutscenes, they should all be in Japanese. I was just being lazy. I didn't want to switch over to Vigorian Flail, but you can see it's costing me. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do! Rip. Well, at least I have that red orb to replenish my Ninpo. For each 5-star character from the banner, from the story banner. Yeah, well, yeah, I'd love to see that if we had 5 banners concurrently, one for each of the story 5 stars. You know which banner I'd go for, right? I don't need to mention it, but it would be a great opportunity, because other than Kaching, there has been no way to guarantee that you get any one of them. It's possible to be a Mega Whale since the beginning of the game and never have gotten one of the 5 stars. You have a trouble with the Chinese version? Oh yeah? What do you mean by trouble? You just don't like the voices? I kinda like... They sound soft, which I kinda like about the Chinese voices. Oh yeah, and the story logged 4 stars too. Kea, Amber, Lisa. That'll be fantastic actually. I'd really like that if we had banners where we could get them. Oh, you don't like the Chinese Paimon? Okay. I actually do like the Chinese Paimon in particular. I think she sounds very soft in a pleasant way. So, but I still, yeah. Well, because, I mean, yeah, I'd enjoy getting more copies of any of them, even though I don't really use them anymore. I know you use Lisa, and so more constellations on her would certainly be useful. Now, oh, I think I can go through there. Okay, yeah, let's... Yeah, before I go into the core, let's explore this area a little bit, because it does look like there's stuff that we can play around with here. Yeah, and Kea I know is also definitely very useful in the Abyss and such, because he has such a low cooldown on his E, and he also has, like, I think the internal cooldown on his E, on the cryo on his E, is actually very short. Or sorry, not short, it's long. So if you apply cryo on an enemy, that cryo stays on them for a good long time. And that's one reason why you can use him to build ice bridges, whereas you can't do that with most other cryo characters. Yeah, but I also imagine that could be quite useful for combat purposes too. Having cryo applied consistently for a very long time. Oh, he gets ER with his Ascension? Okay, yeah, you can have his burst all the time, and his burst is fantastic for support, right? It's just, I imagine it's great for any pyro character, but, well, it's great for almost any element, right? It's great if you're using a Hydro character for perma-freeze. It's even great if you have a cryo character, so that you have enemies applied with cryo, so that you can get extra crit damage, or crit rate, if you use the triple 4-piece Blizzard set. And of course Pyro for someone like Hu Tao or D-Look. Anyone. Yeah, Tartaglia too, yep, I could see that. Or yeah, Xingqiu plus Kea plus a Pyro DPS. You could have just constant freeze and melt, vaporize going on. Okay, so I believe there's a challenge if I go through this. Well, let's do it. I don't remember what the challenge is. Oh shit. Okay, these are not fun enemies. Alright, I'm gonna have to kill 80 of these guys. Abuse the camera. Okay. Okay, good, killed him. Nice, that hit both of those guys. So can you actually use these as... Yeah, you can jump off them for wall attacks, so that works pretty well. Run away for a bit and abuse the camera. Into that. Oh wait, what happened? Did one of them die already? Yeah, somehow one of them died. Not sure what killed it, but whatever. Okay, nice. Okay. Good. Just use the Ninpo now that I can just get a free Ninpo refill. Okay. A 5-star K? What do you mean? A 5-star version? Oh, you mean Ayaka. Okay. I was thinking, who is a cryo sword user? There's Ayaka. Is that the game about ninja? Right, exactly. It's about a game about ninja killing ogres and dinosaurs. Did you know in Ninja Gaiden 3 there's actually a robot T-Rex boss? A very unfun boss. And it's not just a robot T-Rex, it's a T-Rex that can turn its skin into metal. I think there's an X-Men character who can do that. Maybe it's Colossus? Or maybe Colossus is a different character. But anyway, I know there's an X-Men character, I think, who can turn his skin into metal. But there's a T-Rex boss in Ninja Gaiden 3 that can turn its skin into metal. So you have to be very careful in how you attack it, because it's very easy to just have your attacks bounce off of it. It's very frustrating. But yeah, this, I think I mentioned before, I would love it if they made a Ninja Gaiden game that actually took place in ninja times, where you fought other ninja and samurai. Which, I mean, to be fair, you kind of do in this game, but you also fight monsters and literally dinosaurs, and also robots, and cyborgs, and soldiers, and literally helicopters and tanks. There's just so much going on where it's like, can we just have ninja fighting ninja in a ninja setting, like an actual medieval Japan setting? You think it's Colossus too? Okay, yeah. Good. I think Colossus was a character in Deadpool. I think he was one of the few X-Men who showed up in the Deadpool movie. Oh shit! I'm that wrong. Hope one day we'll have a Deadpool 3 movie. Yeah, I hope so too. I really enjoyed the first two. I don't know what's up with these dinosaurs. They were like revving up for their charge attack. Should add a pyro loli terrorist? That could work. But given the stylings of this game series, I think you're more likely to get a big booba blonde lady. Like, both, I mentioned this before, both Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 have big-titted blonde women as side characters who are also the love interest to Ryu, sort of. There isn't a whole lot of romance in these games, which I think is for its benefit. It's not like I'm against romance, but these games do not need a romantic subplot. I don't need Ryu to have like a love story in this game. Not that he doesn't deserve a love life, everyone does if they want it, but it's not what I'm looking for when I play these games. But anyway, it's like, it's almost like they took the exact same character model, just put them in slightly different leather outfits, and it is leather. In Ninja Gaiden 2, the big booba blonde woman is a CIA agent. I think her name is Sophia? But anyway, she also wears black leather, just like Ryu and Rachel. Yeah, it's like they slightly modified the costume, took the exact same character model, gave her a haircut, and called it a day. Oh, La Signora, okay, yeah, that, we could see that. I wouldn't mind that. Can give her cryo powers, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, and, you know, I guess I'll give Team Ninja credit. They're good at knowing what features visually to... Oh shit, that was bad. To accentuate in character design. They do a good job at that. But, I don't know, there's something about... I guess it's probably the director, Tomonobu Itagaki. He must love leather and he must love blondes. That's my guess. And again, I'm not against any of that, but I guess I'm not too big into leather. Leather's not bad, but to be honest, I'm more about comfort. Leather doesn't seem all that comfortable to me. Fellow man of culture, yeah, I'll give him that. You can say what you want about Tomonobu Itagaki and his game design philosophies, as well as his overall style of speaking and such, and the way he runs his teams, but he is definitely a man of culture. He is definitely a man of culture. There's no denying that. Yeah, I guess overall though, oh shit, that was bad. I just forgot to react. Of the Ninja Gaiden girls, I do like the... Like, rather than the Ninja Gaiden specific girls like Rachel or Sophia, I do like Momiji, and Momiji appears in Ninja Gaiden 2. I believe she was introduced in Ninja Gaiden 2, but I think she was added to Dead or Alive at some point. She is a dark-haired ninja lady. Of course, big booba, as you'd expect. Yeah. Yeah, gameplay, exactly. These games have some of the most massive and voluptuous gameplay there is in any sort of video game. Very jiggly gameplay, you might say, too. And I guess they did put in kind of a loli type character with Marie Rose. I know Marie Rose is very popular. I like Marie Rose's character design quite a bit. But I kind of wish they had more adult-looking characters who are also flat instead of... Marie Rose is definitely going for the loli aesthetic, which I don't mind, but I kind of like actual woman, big woman, maybe not big woman, but a woman who's clearly a woman, not a loli, but also flat-chested. I think that's a good combination for me. I guess Genshin doesn't have a whole lot of that either, now that I think about it. Almost all the women are quite ample-breasted. And the ones who are flat-ish are probably, you know, considered clearly young, like Barbara. Even Mona is pretty well endowed, I think. Yeah, Momiji on Google, yeah, I like her. She's tall, which I'm kind of into. I like that tall look. She might not actually be all that tall, but she has kind of a very skinny, long look. But I also like the OG ninja girls from Dead or Alive. I think Ayane and Kasumi look really great. Even though, again, they are both incredibly well endowed. Especially considering they're teenagers. I think Kasumi is supposed to be like 16, and Ayane is supposed to be 15. Maybe a year or two older in the later Dead or Alives, but I think in the original Dead or Alive, they might have been 15 and 16. Oh shit. I just didn't react there. Yeah, do we have any other characters in Genshin who have the same character model as Barbara? I'm not sure. Hard to think of females who are not, like, tall, because what the tallest female models are what? Ningguang, Rosaria, right? Maybe Jean as well. And then there's like the younger looking Mona model. Oh, Beidou as well as the tall model. Is Ningguang like a Barbara model type? I thought Ningguang was more the taller type. She's pretty well endowed from what I can tell. Ah, okay, I'm being too aggressive here. It's just, when you're trying to kill 80 of these guys, you can lose your patience a bit. Okay. Go. Oh, you mean tall women, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Lumine, yes, you're right. And Yanfei, yeah, you're right. Yanfei is definitely not the tall character model. And I think, yeah, Lumine is also definitely not the tall model. But I wonder if Mona has the same model as Barbara. Maybe not the exact same, but like the same style. Or if there's another one, because what we obviously have the lolis, and there's only 3 of them, and we have the tall ones, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's only 1 in between rather than 2. So that Mona, Barbara, Yanfei, Lumine all share the same basic model. Oh, and Keqing, yes, you're right, Keqing. I'm guessing Keqing and Mona share the same... Oh shit, I timed that wrong. Same model. Yeah, Keqing's actually probably one of the least well endowed. I don't think she's completely flat or anything, but she's certainly not Rosaria level or even Ningguang. And Fischl, yes. Oh yeah, Fischl too, I forgot about her. In terms of age, Fischl's probably the closest to Barbara. We've got 69 kills, nice, which means we have 11 kills left. Okay. Nice, got those 2. Yeah, I think Fischl's also kinda on the smaller side. Again, she's definitely not flat, but I think he's not that well endowed. But in Dead or Alive, it's like, I think it's just... Now, to be fair, I haven't played Dead or Alive in a while, so maybe I'm not remembering it right, and maybe they've added more characters since. But I think the only character who's like anywhere near flat is Maria Rose. And Maria Rose is definitely a lowly type. More characters like Fischl. Yeah, I agree. I mean, in gameplay, Fischl's just... She's one of the top tier 4 stars, right? At least in terms of DPS or offensive support. And as a waifu, she's super adorable. I was thinking about Fischl today, how in terms of design, especially with the hair and everything, she was clearly based off or inspired by Kobato from Haganai, which I don't remember what the actual Japanese title is, but Haganai is for I don't have many friends, and she was inspired by the little sister character Kobato, who is also very much a chuuni, but the voice and the style was definitely inspired by by Rika. I think her name is Rika from Chunibyo Tupoi, whatever. Bond 10. Nice, yeah. I don't know what her bond is on my account, but because I started using Double Cryo so much, I haven't used her that much. But I think as I use more Beto more, and using Fischl more would make sense. Okay. Light novel of Haganai? Oh yeah? Oh, yeah, I didn't know you read the light novel. I only ever watched the anime. Oh, nice. Lives of 1,000 Gods. I really enjoyed both seasons. I like, although my favorite character is the... I think her name is Yuzuru? The black-haired girl. She was definitely my favorite. I also like the voice actress for her. Marina Inoue, who's voiced a lot of good characters. But I could see that... Oh, nice. I thought maybe there was gonna be... Ghostfish in there. Bond 15. Oh, yeah? I hope we do get a Bond upgrade material at some point. It might take a while, given how long it took for FGO to implement something like that. How many not elixir orbs I have? Oh, good amount. Okay, really don't have anything to spend it on at this point, huh? I guess we'll buy that. Alright, let's go into the core now then. I think I might be missing... I'm pretty sure I am. I'm missing one of the gold or scarabs, because you can get up to 50, and if you get 50 you unlock the Dark Dragon blade. Just for the very end of the game. And it is a very good weapon, but it's not one that I think is worth actively seeking out. Grails on a Genshin? And why Ganyu? Yeah, well, I figured Ganyu would definitely be a good choice just to make her pop even more. But I think Beto, yeah, I think if I could make Beto into level 100 and give her extra attack and everything, she could be incredibly even more useful, right? Because right now, the way it is, she falls off against Diluc. Diluc's just better than her in terms of damage output. So if I can make Beto do as much damage as D-Look, that would be ideal. But also Jean. I guess I'd be saving my grails for Jean, because Jean would immediately get all the grails that I have ASAP. And yeah, HP gold foes for Zhongli, yes. Yeah, almost definitely I'd give him the gold foes. Get him up to, you know, maybe I could get him up to 60k instead of 52k. I can definitely still improve his max HP even more. There's more room for improvement by getting better artifacts. Or specifically artifacts with more flat HP. Because most of my artifacts have HP percentage as the main stat. But not all of them have flat HP, and not all of them rolled into flat HP that many times or at all. So if I can get artifacts that roll into flat HP only, that would mean that maybe I could... So, is there a secret around here? I don't think so. I could get him more HP. At the Staff of Homa? Oh yeah, wait, why Staff of Homa though? Staff of Homa increases crit damage, right? I don't want to increase crit damage. I want to increase HP. But I guess also... Oh, no, shit, that's gonna... Oh, good, I actually escaped from that. I didn't know you could escape from that. I've never once, escaped from that when I was playing it in any version, Ninja Gaiden Black or Sigma. 20% HP vote. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I could see that. And I guess at the very least, it'll improve his damage quite a bit. Because when you have a lot of when your max HP is that high, you can have very high HP while still having a low percentage of your max HP for the buff. Okay. Good, got rid of them. Okay, we want to put that there. Staff of Homa is 1% of HP is converted to attack. Okay. Yeah, so Staff of Homa seems like it'd be very great weapon for Zhongli in almost any case. Well, it's a great weapon for any polearm user. But I'm thinking how Zhongli in particular, you might have a lot of HP on him. Likewise with Hu Tao, of course. Because with Zhongli, you want that HP for the shield. Okay. I think there's a secret around here, but I think it's not accessible. Yeah, Staff of Homa is limited though, right? So you can't get it in the regular banner? Yeah. Which means I'm certainly never getting it. Unless there's some weird... Or unless they add it to the general pool or something like that. It's not going to be a case like the Amos bow, where I just somehow got freakishly lucky pulling it in the regular banner. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't want to bother switching weapons, but the True Dragon Sword just isn't a great weapon against these guys. Okay. The new super powerful weapon, yeah. I'm thinking with how, compared to FGO, right, there's only really... Like, in FGO you have gacha for weapons and for... Or not weapons, CEs and for characters. In Genshin you have gacha for weapons and characters. But weapons make a way more difference than CEs. So, in Genshin it's almost like you have two real proper gacha systems. Whereas in FGO it's really just one with some CEs. like there are a few exceptional CEs that really stand out, like Kaleidoscope and Black Grail, but other than those, really, almost no one is going to be pulling 4 CEs. They're going to pull for characters, and they get CEs in the process. Whereas in Genshin, MiHoYo has the opportunity to fuck you over in multiple ways. But at least you have pity. And now with the 2.0 update, we have guaranteed with I still need one more. We have a guarantee for weapons, which is good. 5-star sword break, 44 crit damage. Wow. Gain 12% elemental damage bonus. Eight, 16, 28%. Wow, that's quite some scaling. Level 3, wow, yeah, that goes up more than just another 8%. Oh, right, I remember reading about this. Normal attack deals elemental damage, casting elemental burst, and energy is less than 100%. So that means right after you use the burst, basically, you get the full 3 stacks. Yeah, it seems... Well, it reminds me of how the new artifact, one of the new artifact sets, basically changes the way your character is played, because it eats up 15 of your your energy for a buff, I think. And I kind of like how MiHoYo does that with the artifacts and weapons, where they're experimenting with actually changing the way the game is played. They don't just provide stat buffs, they actually change how you want to use a character, like in terms of the rhythm of the gameplay. Oh, come on. Crazy banner will be... Oh, really? It'll be with the worst one? But hey, like I said, again, there is a guarantee. You just need to get 2 copies of the 5-star you didn't want, right? And then you'll be able to get the 5-star you do want. I heard that somebody did the math, and it's like... And the math isn't that complicated, but it's like you can guarantee yourself the 5-star weapon you want with $450 or something like that. Which, you know, that's kind of a scam, of course, but compared to FGO, it's still better, because in FGO, you can spend $1,000, and that don't guarantee shit. Okay. Instead... Come on. Thought that was gonna be the end of it. There we go. The banner was like the character banner instead of constellation for a character. Yeah, I mean, depending on the case, it could be more reasonable, but it isn't, right? I mean, MiHoYo knows what they're doing. They want to make sure to make a lot of money, and part of that is making the weapon banner the way it is. But as somebody who's used to FGO's gacha system, I'm like, the weapon banner's already pretty generous. The fact that you're guaranteed a 5-star, even if it's not the one you want, every 80 pulls means, in my eyes, it's like, oh shit, that is incredibly generous. But a lot of people bitch about it, I've noticed, because it's way less generous than the character banner. And in fact, until what's going on here? Until the 2.0 update, it's possible to never get the one you want. But yeah, it is definitely for whales, right? I wouldn't be surprised if a vast majority of players have never once pulled on the weapon banner. Certainly I plan to never pull on the weapon banner. So I believe I need to go through that portal. Yeah, so I'm missing one gold scarab. I wonder where that one is. You misclicked? Oh yeah, wait, did you accidentally misclick on the weapon banner once? I didn't know about that. Oh shit. During the Kazuha rolls, one multi. Oh yeah, okay, I didn't know. I'm also missing one life of the 1,000 gods, I think, which means I'm not able to max out Ryo's HP. Oh, nice, yeah. That's very convenient when the enemies actually jump right into your ultimate like that. Yeah, given the limitations of the ultimate, I don't mind that the enemy AI is scaled such that they just stupidly walk into your ultimate sometimes. It's really hard to aim your... Oh, that's how you got the alley flash. Okay, yeah, I remember you mentioning the alley flash. Yep. Okay, this is the boss rush portion. Oh shit, it's these guys. These guys don't appear until very hard difficulty, I believe. The HP. Okay. I'm pretty sure these guys guard break with every hit that they do on you. So they don't appear until very hard, but they are regular mobs in very hard difficulty and Master Ninja difficulty. Okay. Get rid of these guys' tentacles. Good. Good. Oh shit. Good, beheaded that one. Okay, took away that arm, and then that arm, and I think we got this. There we go. 5-star weapon. Okay, so you must have just been distracted maybe. You were looking at the 5-star weapon and you just accidentally clicked on the weapon banner pull instead of Kazuha's banner. I guess, you know, all things considered, not an awful result, right? Losing 10 pulls is pretty annoying, but at least you got a limited weapon out of it. Okay, I was grabbing a drink during the cutscene. Ah, shit. Okay. So. We're gonna need those blue orbs for healing. There we go. Yeah, so I guess at least you got not an awful result. Yeah, you can use it on Kaching. Okay, expect this annoying grab. Shit. Oh, that was weird. That was very weird. The fact that all the icicles appeared right next to him, because usually the icicles appear kind of semi-randomly around the arena. And it's kind of a bitch to attack it, to dodge it. Which I'm not complaining. But, again, pretty weird. Okay, let's grab. Grab again. There we go. There are no chests, right? No. Alright, now we actually get to the boss proper. It's been... I don't remember the boss too well, so I might have a lot of trouble with it. Yeah, I do recall the boss summons enemies. If the boss hits one of the mobs or yourself, then he recovers from that spin attack almost immediately, whereas if he just hits the ground, then he actually has this time of stun. Oh shit, like, okay, I tried to roll away too quickly. I'm gonna get damaged. Okay. There we go. Okay, good, got the blue orb. There we go. Alright, a lot of Izuna drops. Come on, guy, are you gonna actually come down and attack me, or are you just gonna keep summoning your minions? God damn it. Ah, shit. Got the timing off. Yeah. The timing on that's fairly strict, and I just don't have it right now. Oh no, I heard that, and I didn't dodge in time. Oh, come on, I rolled away in time there. Good. If you stay in front of him there, he can grab you off the... while he recovers, which is quite a pain. Ah, shit, had that timing off too early. Ah. Use that defensively. Yeah. Yeah, I believe this boss is named Marbus. Ah! Wow. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Ah, shit. Alright. Time to switch the weapon back because I had low HP. Oh, wait. HP. Yeah, the boss actually isn't bad. I kind of enjoy the overall style of the boss. But when the AI gets into this loop of not attacking you, but rather constantly summoning mobs, it's just not a very fun fight. I wish there was some way that they gave you to control him or prevent him from doing that. There might be, depending on where you position yourself relative to him. But because you have to be dodging the mobs and facing them so much, it becomes kinda hard to really control where you are relative to him on purpose, other than just reacting. Okay. Okay. We got that timing down right. There we go. Would be Eula and Hutao. Albedo official, oh yeah? Yeah, I guess because Albedo and official are supports, or they can be used as supports, that can make a lot of teams much more powerful. Huh? And also with Hutao, right, you get the double bonus of increasing her attack and increasing her HP with Grails. So she'd be just all that much better. It would also help keeping her alive, right? Just having that much bigger HP pool. So that when you're below 50%, you still have a shit ton of HP to play with. Pick up. Heal up. Okay, so we're entering the very, very, very end of the game. We've only got a couple bosses left, I believe. Oh, huh. But before I go there, I guess I will... Let's offer this, open up, unlock the door. I also like this. You can see the stairway doesn't exist if you look through the... Yeah. If you look from here, you can't see the staircase. But I'm gonna go all the way back. Oh shit. And fill up my materials, basically buy all the recovery items I can. Now, the final bosses are actually not that hard. I'd say at least one of them's kind of more frustrating than hard. But I like to go into the end of the game with just completely prepared, because there are not going to be any more shops after this. Just do that. Come on! Activate the door! What? Activate the door! Activate the door! Yes, thank you. God damn. Oh yeah, next year for FGO doesn't really interest you? Yeah, I actually don't really know much about what we have coming up other than I guess Castoria is she next year? Either she's sometime this year or next year, right? But yeah, for me too, I don't think there were any servants that really drew me either. But I guess the year after that, we got Morgan and Lancelot, as well as others, I guess. But there'll be chances to pull some characters in like reruns, right? So that could be a good thing to spend Saint Quartz on. I really personally love to get more NP levels on my Rider Mordred because I use her for farming quite a bit, and another NP level would be pretty huge. And another opportunity to get some of the summer servants, maybe. Rita. Huh, I don't know that one. I guess. So that must have been Christmas 2020 in Japan. Which, yeah, since I don't pay that close attention to JP, I guess I just missed it. Just killed him. Oh, come on. There we go. We should be maxed out in terms of yellow orbs. Let me see. Alright, pretty cute. I like the max ascension art. The sword licking? Is she Indian? The name sounds Indian, but I don't know. Oh, nice, yep. Yeah, I'd say cute. I think that's a good way of putting it. Indian goddess, okay. So I forgot you do get that Plasma Saber Mark II, which is actually just the exact same sword as the Dragon Sword, but it's got a different animation. Actually, I'm just gonna check if it has the true Dragon Sword abilities. So it's basically a lightsaber, but it has the exact same moveset and everything as the Dragon Sword. The true Dragon Sword. Because only the true Dragon Sword has that ultimate technique. The regular sword, Dragon Sword, has a different ultimate technique. Alright, let's stick with that then, because if I'd managed to collect all 50, then I would have gotten the Dark Dragon Blade, which is a big, heavy sword. And also, I think it's the second most powerful weapon in the game after the Unlabored Flawlessness. But I guess since I forgot where all the golden scarabs were, to be fair, I guess I went 49 for 50, which is overall not bad. Pretty good percentage. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, got everyone there. Let's just quickly work our way up the tower. Oh shit! I thought there was an invisible wall there. Shit. Okay. Asha Doman alter ego. Okay, I'm not familiar enough with Indian mythology. Okay, I'm gonna have to go all the way back again. Damn it, I didn't save. So I'm gonna have to go all the way back. Alright, so I thought there was an invisible wall there. I thought I had tried rolling in there before, jumping in there and didn't fall in, but goddamn. Okay. Having to go through these damn ghost fish again. They're just such a chore. But hey, at least now I have this sense of exactly what to do. Also, I wish they had New Game Plus in Ninja Gaiden Sigma from Shimosa. Oh, the monk? Ashia Doman? Wait, by the monk, do you mean... Well, we had the Lancer, right? Who was taken over? I did read Shimosa, but it's been a while. Alter ego from Shimosa? Oh, this guy. Yeah, okay. I do vaguely remember him. Yeah, he looks like a clown, huh? I guess he is also going to be released or at some point as his own servant then. I mean, it's a good thing to look forward to, I guess. Okay, let's try to do this quickly. So I think I mistook this lip here as the entrance to that bridge, and that's why I decided to jump towards it. And I also thought there was an invisible wall, but clearly there wasn't. So, yeah, that's what happened. Main antagonist in the Cosmos. Oh yeah? Okay, in the Lost Belt. Yeah, to be honest, I find the F-Ghost story generally pretty uninteresting. I see it more as just an excuse to enable gacha. But it's just the whole idea of going back in time and saving humanity or history, reviving history or whatever through singularities and whatever. It follows the same rules as any other part of Type Moon works, I guess, which is we make shit up as we go along. Like, that's the one and only rule of any Type Moon magic, I think. Cosmos in the Lost Belt? So, Cosmos in the Lost Belt, so that's when you're in the... That's after, what? Da Vinci became Loli Da Vinci, right? And we initially lived in Russia and everything. It's better than the previous chapters? Oh yeah? Okay, yeah, I guess there's aspects of it that can be good. I liked the concepts of some of them. Like Sin. I thought that was pretty neat, even if the story was overlong. But yeah, I just don't find it that interesting. The characters too, I don't really I don't know, I don't really have much investment in the characters. So when, say, Da Vinci got killed, I was like, oh, okay, she got killed. And then she became Loli Da Vinci, and it's like, oh, okay, she became Loli Da Vinci. It's, yeah, I just don't really see much there, because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of consequence for the characters. Certainly in the Part 1 story, you know, and I think also in the Lost Belts too, when characters die, it really doesn't mean a whole lot. Like, Arash killing himself, sacrificing himself in Babylonia, I was like, oh, okay, he sacrificed himself. That's neat. You thought Sin was a bit boring? Yeah, I will say, like, in terms of story, I didn't think it was particularly good. I kind of like the concept, though, of this full control god, or not god, I don't know, like king, lord, whatever. And how that contrasts from the freedom that we have, and the conversation we had at the end about, like, phones. We have smartphones that are just, like, uber powerful compared to your calculations because we gave everyone freedom. Which is, I guess, also kind of a commentary on, like, modern politics in a way. Like, capitalism versus communism, you might say. There's a bit of that, but that's kind of a reach. But in concept, I find it kind of interesting. Indian was pretty good? Okay. Yeah, like I said, maybe I'll revisit it at some point. But, yeah, I don't find the FGO characters to be characters that I have any investment in. It's more, to me, it's like, it's a waifu collecting game. I want to collect all the waifus. And I guess the story is there to provide an excuse for that. And that's fine with me. I guess the story was not all the waifus. Well, all of my waifus, yeah, I will say all of my waifus. But not all of the waifus. Yeah, just my waifus. And I'm pretty selective about who I have as my waifus. So, yeah, I don't need to collect all the waifus, I guess. But, yeah, like I said, I guess the story's there to enable that, and it does a good enough job. But if they actually took care of editing the story down to a length that makes sense, I think it would work a lot better. Even with the exact same story, if it was just more concise, I think it would work a lot better. I know there's some balancing issues that they have to think of with the amount of battles each Lost Belt or Singularity has. Right, I don't know exactly what they want or what their priorities are for that, but they want to make sure that you use a certain amount of AP just to get through each Singularity or Lost Belt. And as a result, some chapters or some fights that you do are just fights, essentially. The cutscenes don't do anything, really, other than characters like, oh, look, there's some enemies, let's go fight them. Which I guess is fine, but if they had actually meted out the story somewhat more regularly, with each, like, maybe the preamble to each battle being a short cutscene, like a short cutscene, not one that goes on and on and on, but short to a certain level where it's got a very basic structure, start, middle, end. And when you start the actual cutscene, you can be sure that it's not going to go on forever. I think that would motivate me more to actually read the story and pay attention to it. Either that, or if it was something like Genshin, where it has incredibly good production values. But that, when you have very good production values, that also necessitates less time, because it just costs a lot more for each line of dialogue in Genshin compared to FGO. Not just from the voices, but also the animations and all that. Even for Xinyan? But what do you mean? Well, for Xinyan, we need any cutscene at all, right? I feel like she might be the only character in the game who hasn't appeared in any cutscene at all. Maybe no. So Chongyun at least got a date event. So he at least has that, but I guess he hasn't appeared in any cutscene. Noelle. Yeah, Noelle's gotten a at least hangout event, so I can at least give her that. But Yeah, I guess she hasn't been in a cutscene proper. This is a pretty cutscene, speaking of cutscenes. It's just a shame that when we actually fight this guy, we don't fight him here. Spoilers for 1 minute away from now. Yeah, I'd love it if we got a Jinyan hangout. I wouldn't mind if that's how we got to see her in the game instead of seeing her in a cutscene, even though I'd like to have both. Alright, I remember this final boss being kind of a bitch to fight, but let's see if I can manage. It's a lot like the Devil May Cry boss fight, final boss, where they actually completely changed the mechanics of the game on you for the very end. Yeah, I too hope we'd get some hangout in 2.1. Okay, that's good. Okay. How do I actually attack this guy? Oh, can I attack the shoulders? Okay, maybe I just need to dodge during this time. It's like there's no shit. No jump rolling, right, in this part of the when most of the game up to this point has been all about using jump rolls to avoid damage. In this part, you have to use a completely different method to avoid damage in a way that is... Again, you've never trained for this kind of dodging up to this point in the game, so it becomes kind of a pain to dodge attacks that way. Okay. Here we go. Take advantage of the extra damage from unlabored flawlessness. Okay. Oh shit. Didn't change the weapon. Okay. I feel like the music, I'll give him that. The music for this boss fight's pretty good. Oh shit. So I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to dodge that. Okay. Oh shit. Ah. Okay, I think I've dodged that okay. Ah! Come on. Oh shit. Okay. Attack this shoulder. Okay, dodging that's not too bad, I guess. He's pretty tanky. Maybe I should switch to the True Dragon Blade. It might do more roof damage. Oh yeah, this music is in the playlist I use for Genshin. Yep, this is one of the tracks. Oh yeah, the True Dragon Sword is actually more powerful than the Plasma. Even though the Plasma Sword has the same moveset. Come on, there we go. When you imagine the scriptwriter for the game, that it is normal and it's the best that they could. Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, we're not done yet. We still got 2 boss fights left. But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing the scriptwriter and the director were in agreement here. Based on what I know about just the philosophy of the design. Alright, let's actually heal up and use okay, come on. So again, this is the kind of boss fight where it's none of all the fighting that you did up to this point really trained you for this particular kind of fight. Oh, come on. I guess I'll probably restart because I don't think I'll be able to do this, get through the final boss with only 1 life. Not that the final boss is all that hard, but... Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, come on! Right. Dodging that is quite a pain. Oh, what? He didn't even stomp on me. Was Elster? Yes, that's for sure. You can tell what their philosophy was, and it is plot, just not the kind of plot that you might think. Alright. I will say, I think this game generally doesn't have good bosses, but it really shits the bed at the very end, where the final bosses are pretty terrible. I should just use the... use the Ninpo? Let's see if I can actually get through the final boss with 1 life. I might be able to manage. Bigger is better. Yeah, I guess that's definitely one thing you can say for sure. You can tell just by playing the game, that's what they were thinking. Okay, so I'll go ahead and save, but there's a high chance I'll reload a prior save also. This is why it makes sense to make lots and lots of saves. I've mentioned it before, but it always puzzles me when somebody plays a game that offers many save slots and they only use one save slot. It just doesn't make any sense. At the very least, one should use 2. I personally try to use literally every single save slot that they give you. But I guess once I hit around 20 saves, I feel like maybe 20 is enough. Oh, right. You're supposed to save her. Or no, she's saving you. Right. Because you're in this hole and can't get out. Oh, whoops. Okay. I mistimed that jump, or not timed. I misaimed that jump. The final boss isn't too hard. So, yeah, let's try this. But this is the ending of this game is pretty awful. So I'm really just doing it to get it over with. Yep. Alright, thank you for the good luck wishes, and thanks again for coming by. Good night, and sweet dreams. Alright, so unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to watch this cutscene again. Can I skip it? Okay, I can skip it, good. Okay, so if I want to make this jump, I want to aim properly. Go. And again, this is a part of the game where they're testing you on very fast platforming skills in a game where platforming skills has not been a major factor. It's certainly been part of it, but here it's testing you on incredibly precise, not incredibly, but much more precise platforming than previously in the game. Under time pressure. You can see the background looks very, all very samey. There's very little indication of what's what. So it's kind of hard to make out where you're supposed to jump and grab and whatever. And if you're able to make a jump and such. But they decided to put this challenge at the very end of the game. Now we got the final boss. Of course. We've got an evil bad guy. Not good to be one of his underlings. Of course, we got the original boss, the first boss, as the last boss. Which isn't a bad system, I guess. Oh, oh, whoa, he didn't grab me properly. Oh shit, he grabbed me. Heal up. Crap. Okay, that works defensively. Yeah, I don't remember what the best way to dodge this attack is, but... Oh shit, what? They didn't give me an opportunity to dodge. Okay. I let through with that way too early. Alright, there we go. This boss is super unfun, so I just decided to brute force my way through. Now we're done. Now, the ending is pretty, unfortunately pretty bad, too. There's not a whole lot of closure, let's say. It's just, it ends. So you can see the entirety of the ending soon. Now, he does destroy the Dark Dragon Blade, which I kinda like. After all that work fighting to get it back, he decided to destroy it so that it could never be used for evil ever again. But now that he's done that, does he go home to peace or whatever? Well, hard to say. We don't quite know what he does, other than what we see now. Which is this, this is a power we've never seen him use before. And where does he go? Why? How? We don't know. That's it. That's the ending. And from what I can recall, there's nothing more to the game. There's no... Well, there are like mission mode and stuff. Actually, now that I've beaten it, let me do at least one of the missions in mission mode, just for shits and giggles. But yeah, that's the game. If I really cared about getting good score and all that, or if I cared about doing well in the final battles, I'd go back and try to beat the final 3 bosses without having to use all those items, but honestly, all 3 of those bosses are more of a chore to fight than anything, so I'm just gonna leave it at that, because as long as I beat it, I beat it. I didn't cheat. I used the tools that the game gave me, which a lot of it is just using items to heal up and using Ninpo. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to skip the credits. Maybe there is if I hold down A, but let's just watch the credits. I kinda don't mind just, now that I've actually beaten it again, just seeing it. Oh, we can see the voice actors. None of the Japanese voice actors really ring a bell to me. At all, yeah. They might not either be all that big in anime, which I'm mostly familiar with Japanese voice actors in anime, or you know, they're just ones that I didn't run into. Oh, Sigma Plus. Okay, yeah, because I know parts of this game, of this remaster, were based on Sigma Plus, which was released on Vita. So they released Ninja Gaiden Sigma on PS3 as a remake of Ninja Gaiden Black, or not a remake, but a remaster. And then they also released another remaster of that on on PS Vita as Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, which I don't know what the differences were. Of course, the Vita is not quite as powerful as the PS3, although it's pretty close. And as a result, it looked worse, but of course for the PC release they weren't gonna use the lower assets. But I think that it might have had some better features, I'm not sure. I know there's some big differences for Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 versus Sigma 2 Plus, because I believe they added back the blood in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus. Speaking of which, I heard that, or I saw that somebody had managed to make a mod that adds the blood back in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 for the PC release in the Master Collection. So I'm hoping I can get that to work, and I'd like to play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 that way. Oh, there is a post-credits cutscene. Right, I remember now. Because at the beginning of the game, Ryu's fiancé gets killed by the samurai Doku. And this is her grave, I believe, and he comes back and puts the... well, you can see. Yeah, of course, being a ninja, you can't just use the path that's right there. He has to jump off. But yeah, that's the dragon eye. I think it's a dragon eye, but that's what upgrades the dragon sword from level 3 to the true dragon sword, which is the level 4, I guess. It's the most powerful one. Pet ninja. Very hard. Sweet. New costume. I wonder what that new costume is. Let's try looking at the ninja trials. Huh. I don't like the doppelganger design at all, to be honest. Prefer the original ninja stuff. So let's try this. Okay, let's see what materials I have. Oh, I have the nunchaku, that's nice. Two elixirs, Armlet of the Sun. Oh, I can use these. Okay. That one. Oh, the boss isn't here. Huh. Okay. It looks like we have the dragon sword level 2 or 3. I'm guessing it's 3. Okay. That. Nice. That. What is that? Oh, I think that upgrades the weapon one level. Okay, it's currently level 2, so now I can level it up to level 3. Kind of an odd gameplay thing where they put in an item in the middle of the mission that allows you to level up your weapon instead of just giving you a leveled weapon to begin with. Alright, let's go through the ninja tutorial stuff, and then I'll call it a stream after that. Oh wait, he's wielding the dual swords instead of the dragon sword, huh? Am I forced? Okay, yeah, it's either that or Vigorian flail. I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and use the dual swords. It's not bad. I just don't like it compared to the regular sword. Also, do I have the... this equipped? Okay, that'll help quite a bit. Alright. This. Okay. Okay. There we got that guy. What else? Do we have more enemies? There we go. We don't have to face the horse guys. Yeah, looks like we don't. Good, because I hate the horse guys. They're not very fun to fight at all. What would we have? Oh shit, I think I might just skip this. It's just kind of hell. Oh shit. Fought me. Okay, well, okay, that wasn't too bad actually. Like, so normally there's a in the actual game itself there's a whole lot of enemies rocketing you, but I think that wasn't the case this time, so that's good. Got nunchaku and wooden sword. Here's again. Nazuma. The elixirs 2. No valuables. Let's look this way. Okay. I didn't really use nunchakus at all in the regular game, so I don't have a great sense of it, but it works a lot like the Vigorian flail. It's just way less powerful. So as a result, it's... Wait, can I... Actually, how close is the wooden sword to being up? If it's one away from becoming the unlabored, no, it's not. Well, then what's the fucking point then? You can't upgrade the nunchaku at all, and the wooden sword doesn't get any upgrades until the final one, where it becomes the unlabored flawlessness. So it's just kind of dumb. Okay. Oh wow, there's a lot of these guys. Alright, I'm gonna need to abuse the camera. Let's just do this. Oh shit. Wait, do I not have the technique for... They took away the guillotine throw, which is why it's so challenging. Damn, it's so fucking stupid when they take away a technique to make it hard for you. It's just not a good way of scaling difficulty. But at least in terms of difficulty, this actually isn't too bad. It's just that I'd rather have it be somewhat easier and more fun than hard and less fun. I'll admit, using the nunchaku is pretty satisfying. It's a lot of fun, but the Vigorian flail is way better. It's even more badass than the nunchaku. The nunchaku is badass, but the Vigorian flail is just that much more so because it's a nunchaku with blades at the end. And the idea of somebody actually using those things is kind of ridiculous to begin with. Those red ninja are just absolute bitches. Very annoying to deal with. Got rid of that one. Okay. Another 3 of these guys to deal with. How many are there? This is a pretty big, long challenge in terms of enemies. Oh shit! Got caught by a grab. Yeah, I don't even have the counter attacks too, which is very annoying. Okay, not too bad. But not a fun challenge at all. Alright, this is the actual boss fight. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a bunch of mobs too to deal with at the same time. Let's see what weapons I have. At least I got some actual weapons. We got 3 of those. Okay, let's equip and then counter the lower defense from the artifact. The dragon sword, the green flail is already fully maxed. Let's go with the dragon sword for now. He blocks the second attack of the combo, huh? Oh, what? I've never had him counter like that, if I can remember. I'm actually surprised, because I would have thought with the mission mode that they'd put in lots of mobs. Because in the regular game, at least in hard difficulty and above, there are mobs, which I don't like. But I thought there'd be even more mobs, and of different types, to make it harder. Yeah, the charge attack is by far the easiest one to counter. Okay, how does he react to... Okay, well that's how he does to Flying Swallow. A lot of enemies have Flying Swallow specific counters. Alright, got that done. I guess we'll call that a stream for now. I'm glad I got through the game. Finally beat it again for the first time in years. I don't think I'll play very hard anytime soon, but maybe one day I'll revisit it on very hard. There's just a lot of this game that frustrates me. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 is probably next that I want to play, but again, I'd like to ideally install the blood/gore mod before I do that, and I know that all that's still under development, and so it might take a while. And in the meanwhile, at least there is Genshin Inazuma coming up. I will stream tomorrow. I plan to do some more Genshin. I'd like to do more of the Abyss, as well as maybe do some more runs of the Endless Battle event, because you can actually challenge yourself in that, trying to get a lot of points, and it's actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. And not only that, maybe I'd like to do... I need to do the Ajdaha weekly boss, so I might try a challenge run on that, or probably not a challenge run, just a normal one, but not using Ganyu. But yeah, until then, I hope everyone has a good rest of the Saturday evening and Sunday. Talk to you next time. Bye.